Hello, my dear friend. I'm Alessio. Welcome to the new thing of Learn Italian with Alessio. Today, now we do the person. I don't know how do you say that. You know, I, you, him. So, like I said in the episode before, we don't need to when you say a verb or an action or say something, you don't need to say you, him, I, them in Italian, because the verb itself include the destination of your talking. So just an example, the verb to be. Let's go with the verb to be. Yeah. So in English you have I, you, he or she, we, you, the plural form, and they. The correspective in Italian of I is io, I-O. The correspective in Italian of you is tu, T-U. He or she is lui for the male, L-U-I, or lei for the female, L-E-I. But lei, we use it also in the general form of when you show respect to somebody, when you speak with, older people or people that you don't know, we say give to that person lei. So you will speak with this person on the third singular person instead of the first, of the second, that is you, is formal. So lui for men, lei for woman. We is noi, N-O-I. You, plural person, is voi, V-O-I. They is loro, L-O-R-O, or essi, E-S-S-I. In the third singular person, lui and lei, you can also use egli for him, E-G-L-I. If you remember in the second, maybe the exception of the pronunciation of the letters one with the other, in this case, G and L together form the unique sound of L, egli. For the female is ella. But this one, well, I always found them in poetry or, let's say, archaic Italian, or very, 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 very formal. When you want to be poetry or super, super, super formal in an old school way. Lui and lei does the trick very good. So, for example, this is beautiful because, let's say, with the verb in English, to go. So I go, you go, he, she goes. You have this thing of the third person that goes, at least you know that is the third person. We go, you go, the plural way, they go. This is why you need to put I, you, we, you, or they to understand what you mean when you say go. We don't need that because I is io, like okay, you remember just 2 seconds ago, io, tu, lui, noi, voi, and essi. If I have to say I go, I say io vado, V-A-D-O. Vado is only for me as a first singular person. So I don't need to say I go to the shop. I just say vado allo shop, because vado is only for I. Tu, you, vai, V-A-I, and is only for the second person singular. Lui or lei, him, he or she, va, V-A. We andiamo, A-N-D, I-A-M-O, andiamo. You plural is andate, A-N-D-A-T-E. They vanno, V-A-N-N-O. So this is a proper example, perfect. You have out of 6, you have 5 times go. So you need to put who is actually going. We don't have that. There are situations in which, yes, maybe there is repeated 2 times in the 6, but generally every single person. You remember the movie Dead Poets Society? This is a classic inheritance that we have from the Latin, because remember when the kid already shoot himself, and the professor Robbie Williams was suspended, and he was walking, and there was the colleague of him that he was teaching Latin in the blackboard, and you remember agricola, agricolarum, agricole, agricolae. That is this is the difficult of Italian, while is easy because every letter is pronounced always in the same way, apart 3, 4, 5 exception. Every single verb, and there are regular verbs, of course, that they are generally finishing, ending in a way, and there are the irregular word. This one is quite irregular, but each person have his own definition, his own ending, his own word, so is implied who you are talking about. So if I have to say I'm going to take a coffee, you don't have to say I go to take a coffee. That will be io vado a prendere un caffè. You say vado a prendere un caffè. So prendere is to take. Anyway, example is this one. Let's go for the present of the verb to be. So we just put this one. Yeah, today. Io, I. Tu, you. Lui, lei is he, she. Noi is we. Voi is you as a plural, yes. Essi is them. So, to be in Italian. Io sono. So, I am Alessio is io sono Alessio. S-O-N-O. You can say that when they ask you what's your name or who are you, you can say io sono, and obviously your name. If you are called, like if your name is Alessio, just say io sono Alessio also, but if you tu, you. In English is I am, you are. In Italian is tu sei, like the number 6. S-E-I. Tu sei. He or she. Lui. Lui è. With the accent. I have to check, sorry for now, I have to check which there is accent. One is from bottom left to up right, and the other is from bottom right to upper left. I have to check which one is the opening, which is the close. For now, just write e, this is your I, lui è. We, noi, me, my friends, noi siamo, S-I-A-M-O. Voi, you plural, siete, S-I-E-T-E. This is a case in which there are a double. Essi, them, sono. This is the same of the first personal singular. But you can recognize about who you are speaking about from what you say after, or the verb that you put, like I am going. No, I did go. Io sono. I have to think about an example. Essi sono persi. Io sono. I am lost. They are lost. Perfect. I am lost. Io sono perso with the O. They are lost. Sono persi. So remember, general O and A is singular, male and female. I and he is generally plural for masculine or female. So if the word, the verb finish with IE, you know, very probably is plural. OA very probably is singular. Then there are little exceptions, but in general is in this case, for example, is quite clear, like the verb to go before. Io sono andato. This is the participle past. They are gone. Loro sono andati. So for now, general is this one, but the purpose of this lesson was the persons. So io, tu, lui, lei, singular, noi, voi, essi. Yeah? We are good with this? I, io, you, tu, he, she, lui, lei, we, noi, you, plural, voi, they, essi, loro. Okay? Perfect. Done this one. See you next time, my dear sweet friends from all around the world.